Okay, you're on. Go ahead.
Hi, I'm Günes. I'm talking to you from Istanbul, Turkey, and I'm a former student of Mr. Romeo. Last summer in Stanford Summer School, I took a 2-week-long course called Investigative Journalism, and the course had two sections, writing and photography, and the writing section was taught by Mr. Romeo. Um, in those 2 weeks, the first week we read a bunch of journalistic essays, and at the end of the week we came up with an investigative journalism essay of our own. And the next week we read personal and philosophical essays, and similarly wrote a personal or philosophical essay of our own. For my first story, I did an investigative piece on standardized examinations in Turkey during the pandemic. And as for my personal essay, I interviewed material from my own life with reflections on my favorite book, which is called Matilda. I submitted my assignments in Google Docs format, and Mr. Romeo would mark places that I could further elaborate on. He would make suggestions such as you could make this more explicit or implicit. You can shift this part to the next paragraph or add more specifics, replace this word to set the tone better, etc. He would also make note of places he found interesting or well written. And at the end of the document, he would write a brief paragraph on his general ideas on the assignment. Um, I also can say that the class was very interactive. Every day we went over articles, and I think we read 8 or 9 articles in total in 2 weeks. Mr. Romeo would highlight parts that were worth discussing, and he would ask about their opinion. After the students' comments, he would add on to that. So the students' contributions made up a big part of the lessons. I think all the articles that were introduced in the class were well chosen, and Mr. Romeo facilitated the discussion skillfully. Um, I can confidently say that after those 2 weeks, my reading and writing abilities were taken to another level. Um, Now, when I read a text, I'm more aware of the authorial choices. As for writing, now I write for my school's newspaper and magazines, and I incorporate the skills that I acquired in the program into my articles in the school newspaper, and the same goes for the essays I write for my classes. Um, in the class, we read essays about gene therapy and ethics and artificial intelligence and ethics. So although I didn't take a philosophy class with him, from the discussions we've had on those essays, I would say that he's knowledgeable about ancient philosophical ideas and their implications in modern life. For anyone interested in finding out more about this course, please visit www.erasmusacademy.com, www.erasmusacademy.com, where you'll find the course description and enrollment form where you can register for the course. Thank you.